Are you dealing with hair loss? Did you know that there is scientific evidence that there is a connection between sleep and hair loss? In today's video, we're doing part 2 of sleep and hair loss, and we're going to learn about foods that can help promote restorative sleep and help us on this healing journey. Hi, my name is Lynn, and welcome back to my channel, Nourish Your Crown, where we talk about information, we share resources and encouragement to support you on your hair journey. After being diagnosed with early scarring alopecia and not knowing if my hair would ever grow back, I decided to embrace several strategies that have been really helpful on my journey to health. From nutrition to supplements, for self-care, I'm here to share everything that I'm learning in hopes that it supports and encourages you too. So today we're going to talk about foods that help promote restorative sleep. If you've been here before, you know that we have an anti-inflammatory drink of the day, and today it is this green matcha turmeric latte, which is anti-inflammatory, no refined sugar, and perfect for afternoon snack. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about foods that promote restorative sleep. But first, let's do a quick recap from part 1. We learned in the first video that poor sleep affects our skin, hair, and energy levels. We also learned that sleep deprivation can lead to stress, and stress can lead to hair loss. We learned that poor sleep can lower hormone levels like melatonin, which can negatively impact hair growth, and that poor sleep or a lack of sleep can stop epithelial hair follicle stem cells from doing their job, and you know we want them to get to work. So a couple of things that we learned that we could do to help get some good sleep is getting sunlight early, lowering our room temperature when we go to bed at night, and stop viewing phones, laptops, and the television at least 1 hour before going to bed. I'll link to the video here in case you haven't seen it. There are a few more tips in there that you might want to take a look at as well. According to the Cleveland Clinic, sleep deprivation causes inflammation in the body, and when dealing with various types of hair loss, we want to reduce excess inflammation. Today we're going to learn about some foods and nutrients that can help promote sleep, plus some after dinner bedtime snack ideas. And remember, we're just scratching the surface on this topic, and we'll continue to learn more as we go through this journey together. As always, check with your doctor before adding new foods or supplements to your regimen. First up is tryptophan. Tryptophan is required to create protein in the body. It's an amino acid that is the sole amino acid behind the production of serotonin, melatonin, and vitamin B3. It can help the brain get to a relaxed state, and it directly benefits many of our body functions, including mood, cognition, memory, digestion, and of course, sleep. You can get tryptophan and serotonin from carbohydrates, especially 100% whole grain oats, brown rice, corn, or quinoa. You can also get it in almonds, lean turkey, dairy, as well as tofu, which would include edamame. While doing this research, I was actually a little surprised to learn about calcium and its impact on our sleep cycle. And according to the European Neurology Journal, calcium levels are at their highest during our deep, rapid eye movement sleep periods, which is REM. What this means, or REM rather, what this means is that if you never get to the REM sleep phase, or if it's limited, it could be related to a calcium deficiency. Researchers indicate that the calcium is important because it helps the cells in the brain use the tryptophan to create melatonin, which is a natural body-producing sleep aid. REM sleep happens about 90 minutes after you fall asleep, and REM sleep is the dream state. That's when we dream, and it plays a role in learning, memory, and mood. Good sources of calcium can be found in dairy, as well as in soy or tofu or edamame, which is in the top right. Of course, salmon, which is the go-to for, I think, everything, anti-inflammatory as well. And then, of course, figs, which I was actually surprised to learn about that as well. And dark leafy greens are an excellent source of calcium. If this content is helpful, please hit that like button. It will ensure that more women like you and like me get access to this information. So, according to Dr. Axe, magnesium, which is one of my favorite minerals out there, studies have shown that higher magnesium levels can help induce a deeper sleep, and this is especially true when you take it together with calcium, which we just talked about. Research from the Biochemistry and Neurophysiology Unit at the University of Geneva's Department of Psychiatry indicate that higher levels of magnesium actually help provide better, more consistent sleep since magnesium is a calming nutrient. Some additional benefits include its ability to help regulate blood sugar as well as help with controlling blood pressure. Some foods that are high in magnesium include nuts and seeds, which includes almonds, cashews, flax seeds, peanuts, and pumpkin seeds. And 1 ounce of cashews gives you 18% of your recommended daily allowance of magnesium. Some other great foods include black beans, edamame, lima beans, in addition to quinoa, some Greek yogurt, and the fun one is dark chocolate. So here's how we can tie it all together. Make sure that we're getting anti-inflammatory foods, high protein, dark leafy greens, complex carbohydrates, making sure that if you eat meat or if you eat poultry, that we are getting a good amount of lean turkey, loading up on those antioxidant vegetables and fruits. And then of course, whether you are a plant-based or not, you can always incorporate tofu, which is a really great source of all of the nutrients that we just talked about. Okay, so I did some research, and these are sleep specialist approved bedtime snacks or after dinner snacks. Remember, we don't want to eat too close to bedtime, but sometimes we might want a little after dinner treat, or if we've eaten dinner really early, we might need a little snack before we go to bed, but we want to make sure that it is no refined sugar and also that it's not high in fat. So let's look at these sleep specialist approved snacks. First up is dark chocolate. So I typically will have a little bit of dark chocolate, and I'll have a couple of walnuts, which is delicious. Actually, doing this research, it made me realize that I want to go out and get some cashews and pair my cashews with some dark chocolate. Another great snack is having a banana with a little bit of nut butter, whether it's peanut, almond butter, or cashew butter. And also another great way to have a dessert instead of having that piece of cheesecake, which is also okay sometimes, but you might want to just have a fruit and cheese plate. And then finally, Greek yogurt. I am dairy free right now, so I really, really miss Greek yogurt. There are a lot of non-dairy options out there. I'm not a fan of a lot of them, but you can have non-dairy Greek yogurt, add some bananas and a little bit of walnut, and there you have it. It's a perfect nighttime treat that you can have. And just as always, remember to live well, live blessed, and nourish your crown. And I'll see you in the next video.